Alright, so the Retrobit wireless controller is probably my favorite invention since the Saturn. Maybe the second best. But yeah, wireless controller adapters, they support USB and the Saturn controller port thing. I forgot the name of the controller is. Port, but it's very useful. I like it, at least. You just pull this out here, and I think my favorite part of it is the presentation of it. As you know, you got this right here, and it's like, bam. Oh, that was reversed. Bam. Got this nice little acrylic case. It's really cool. It's a plastic little case. You pop it open like this, and if you can pop it open like this, because I'm one-handed and I can't see it, bam, there we go. Bam. Or not. Bam, there we go. Got the controller right there. Got the little adapter. The Saturn thing, if it was there, I have them all in my my kiosk, which I'll be showing off later. So this is the first. I'm gonna show off that kiosk. But yeah, nice little wireless controller. You know, just no wires. Ooh, I got that. One's in chat for catching. One's in chat. But yeah, the cool Retrobit controllers. Yeah, free advertising. Retrobit controllers. I really enjoyed them. We did a review on them on the channel as well, twice. Once for the first controllers that are wired and the wireless ones. But yeah, like I said, it has Saturn controller ports and the little dongle right here. Put it in the USB controller. Put that in your Switch and your PC. Put it there. There we go. Yep, one's in the chat for cool catch. I appreciate the ones. But yeah, really cool adapter. I think it's really cool. I think the controller is useful for me, especially for a lot of the testing and gameplay I do, because my Saturn is quite a bit away. It's like, I'd say about 6 or 7 feet away from me from this specific angle of attack. So if I want to play stuff, I have to, like, wire the control down and just do all weird things to get that. But with this, no worries. Just plug in and enjoy. Just got to make sure it's charged, because if it's not, I'll be running to the other room to get my other one that's plugged into the kiosk. So that'd be a funny event to watch. So hopefully that'll happen one day, guys. Just stay and wait, and that could happen. Speaking of the other ones, we also have the wired Retrobit controllers, which was it in meters? I have no idea. Probably 25 meters. I don't know. I failed math. But anyways, here is the wired Saturn controller from Retrobit as well, which, it's alright. Like I said, it's very useful. I think the one thing that really hinders it is the non-clicky button, so you can't hear anything. There's no click. No clicky. Like, I prefer the micro switches in the other ones. This one's okay. As long as you're not using the shoulder buttons, it's fine. But, like, the face buttons feel good. All the buttons feel quite nice. I've heard issues with the pad right here breaking in some of the controllers, so that's an issue. So I wouldn't count on all the wireless things. I think a lot of them, and Retrobit's really good. They're replacing them and getting them all fixed up so that are broken and replacing it for free. So that's cool on them. So while it does kind of suck, I mean, I guess they fix it for their fans and stuff. So that's always cool. But yeah, it's like 2 meters, I guess. Yeah, you hear music. There is music. But yeah, like I said, it's cool controllers. I really like them, at least. I think they're alright. Like I said, they're okay in my opinion. I prefer the original ones, but I mean, these are also quite good if you need them. They're definitely not third party, your friend's house here, this is your controller, bro. It's mostly, you know, decent controller, so I would recommend that if you need some replacement ones. They have cool case designs, like this is the skeleton one. Also, I wrap my controllers really bad, so sorry about that, guys. It's the Ghost. Yeah, so I think that's the last futuristic one we'll cover for that one. The big chunk. The Virtua stick, the giant controller. Ooh, it has a cool effect too with the transparency. It's like doing some cool transparency effects. The box is super cool. Like I said, these are the Sega Saturn twin sticks. As you could tell, there are 2 sticks attached to a base. So I'll just pull this out here. Very water damaged, probably sitting in some Japanese warehouse. I got it for like $30 on Yahoo Auction Japan. So I mean, it was like in condition, so like, why not? Got some dust. Also, the box is tossed. But yeah, the twin sticks, they're really cool. They're mostly used for Virtua On. They're literally just two, I think, Famitsu JS32s. So they're pretty much using the same Sanwa stick that's in the Virtua stick, which I will show off in like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's $30, but the shipping was a lot more than that. I think it came out to like 50 at the end, like 50 or 60. But like I said, I got it for $30 cheap. Pristine condition. See the back, no rusts allowed. A little bit crunchies on that. These kind of wither away, so I can't really do much about that. But nice and stiff. Usually used for Virtua On. What's the other game? Gun Griffin. I think the coolest one now is Bulk Slash is supporting it as well. So if you want to play it on the new fan translation come out for Bulk Slash, then pick one up and play some awesome gameplay. The cool bro, Sam the SSG, did a video on this. That's wonderful. He talks about all his experiences with that, and that's a really cool video. Check it out, Sam Southern Sega Gentleman on YouTube. If you guys haven't heard of him, hear about him, go to his channel. It's in our description if you need to see on the recommended channels. Everyone else, do prayer emojis for Sam because he's awesome, or like a thumbs up. I don't know, whatever emoji you want to use to represent your expression for the love of Sam. Please do, because Sam's an awesome dude, and I love him. He's a cool dude. I like him, and I can't wait for him to get back making videos because he inspires me, straight up. But yeah, check these out. You can get them on Yahoo Auction Japan for pretty cheap. Shipping might be a bit of an issue depending on where you live. But in my opinion, I think it's worth it, especially if you get them cheap. I know Peter just got a couple of them, so highly recommended. Highly recommended to get those.
Would just like to say that I also endorse that controller, although I'm not getting paid for it, and it's what I use for my development on the live stream.
You're talking about the wireless one, right?
Yeah, it's the wireless Retrobit Saturn controller.
We got another +1 for that. Like I said, I don't know if did you use the wired ones at all?
I did use a wired controller from another company that sounded similar to it. If you give me like 10 seconds, I can go pull it out and find out which one it was.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know a lot of companies did that. Some of them were okay, some of them were not good. But yeah, I definitely would give the Retrobit one 8 out of 10 though.
It's called a Retro Link, and I managed to use it for development for almost a nearly solid 2 years. It kind of bricked itself. I wouldn't feel comfortable endorsing it because it broke. Like, it doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. It just doesn't. That's what made me buy the Retrobit. And the Retrobit I haven't had as long, but the build quality feels better. I assume it's going to last longer.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
Yeah, I know. We'll find out. If you hear me in a live stream, in 2 years from now cursing about my controller, then you know that I can no longer support the Retrobit controllers.
But yeah, no, they're really good. I enjoy them, and they've been nothing but good to me so far. So highly recommended. Have you tried punching it? Yes. But I guess moving on. Yeah, you have. Okay, that's good. Moving on, I want Virtua Stick, or my Virtua Stick, the arcade stick for the Saturn. I'm gonna turn this around, and I don't want anybody to scream when I do. So just fair warning, just trigger warning. It's in a little bit of a rough state, tiny bit, a little bit rough.
It's half of it's keyed out, which is a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. Basically, wherever you see keyedness, that's green. So just pretend there's green on these right here. These are buttons that are green. But yeah, the buttons are right, but the stick I had to remove because I used another project for it. But it's just a simple JS32, or yeah, a Famitsu JS32 stick that you just goes in there. I had to use it for because I made it for what's that? The Toho shooting games. I made a stick for that, and I had to grab the JS stick because I was cheap and didn't want to order another one. But yeah, it's pretty decent, pretty good quality stick. I like it. This is my favorite one, even though I did rip the stick out of it. So sorry about that, guys.
I mean, people pay hundreds of dollars to get customized versions of those. What do you think it would take to do that with a Saturn connector?
What do you mean?
Like, have you ever seen like someone bring in their own custom fight stick to like a game tournament?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did see that, like a custom, like a pad hack sort of like of one of these.
Yeah, yeah, you have the pad exactly where you need it. You got like the vinyl cover of your waifu on the background behind the buttons or something like that.
Hatsune Miku, half naked on your fight stick. Yes, I've seen plenty of those. There's actually adapters now that I don't have. It's like called the Commander or something by Brook, that you can pretty much put any USB adapter in there. So if you have one of the various sticks, like custom sticks, like you know you have like Chun-Li on there or something, or I don't know, whoever your waifu is. I don't discriminate waifus here on this chat, but maybe some other people do. But anyways, yeah, I think that's probably the future for me. I'd like to mod this and get it to be an official Saturn stick again with the stick, but there's a lot of things I have to do with it. I have to get better art for that. I need to replace the buttons in it. It's going to be a whole process and a half, so it's in pretty much shambles at the moment.
Well, so you basically exclusively use it for fighting games, though, right?
I use it for shooters too.
Oh, okay. I would. It's not Saturn related, but I just want to blow some people's minds. I want anyone who's familiar with Smash Brothers to go look up the Smash Box and imagine trying to play with that.
Oh, dude, I want to get a Smash Box for Smash.
Dude, it's a $200 confusing set of buttons. I can't imagine actually trying to use that to actually play. It doesn't make any sense.
A lot
to
of
me.
it's like angled stuff. So like how you angle your angle of attack for that. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, Wingman SD. Sega RPG fan got my back. All right. So now we covered that one. Virtua Stick. There's also an American version of it. I forgot to mention that. That is complete garbage. So don't buy that. It's like the black one. There's a gray Japanese one. It's not that great, to be honest. Successor. It's bigger. Its younger brother is the Dreamcast one, the Green Goblin. As you can tell, it's not very green or goblin. It's very customized in its nature. Also, my stream keeps disconnecting. I don't know what's happening with that.
Is that a JoJo's reference?
But anyways, that's fixed. But yeah, like I said, it's successor to the big brother, the Green Goblin, which is not this stick. It's what it was inspired by. It's a custom stick by Frank Harrelson, frankhpaz.com, whatever. I think he has a Twitter. He doesn't really do sticks that much anymore. He does like collectibles and stuff. I'll link him in the description afterwards. But yeah, like it's the Age Tech sticks. This is the American version of it. The start button doesn't work. He glued a new one in there. That's not garbage. But yeah, this is a really good stick. These are Sanwa buttons that are modded in here, but the other ones are about the same quality as the Saturn ones, which is not that great. But yeah, I think it also comes with a Sumitsu stick. This one has a Sanwa on it. But yeah, I just need to... yeah, so this one's just a custom job. I definitely think it's probably my favorite Dreamcast stick, but with the Wingman, I don't know how much use I'll get out of it, sadly.